Greetings and welcome back to Switch2Linux. Happy Tuesday. This is a very weird week. Just a reminder, if you did not miss the live show yesterday, I will be doing my live streaming today, yesterday and today. I will not be doing a live stream Wednesday and Thursday, but I do have pre-recorded videos planned while I take care of a huge project. And then Friday, we should be back with the news live again at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. So just take note of that little weird schedule. I did post something on the Christian channel for those interested in that. I'm going to try and do a live stream later in the week, but I'm not guaranteed if that's going to happen or not. So we'll see what happens over there. But anyway, let's go ahead and jump on into the comments. So, greetings everybody, Political Monkey, greetings, excited for this, just want to get back to learning Python after it. Alright, what's up? You go, Master, how's it going there? Greetings, Richard Addison. Political Monkey, I did send you that email, and then I deleted your email from the comment thread. And so let me know if you got it or if you didn't get it, whatever else. Keegan, how's it going there? Just might rebrand the entire channel or make a new one and inject Linux news into it. Yeah, either way. Either way. Red Hut, greetings. Where's Pizza Hut? I mean, we got Red Hut, but where's Pizza Hut? Or where's Pizza? Yes, Keegan, man. 1 minute late. 1 minute late. I was late by 1 minute, man. That's just horrible. Still have no laptop. Tried making bootable USB stick on my brother's laptop with Rufus. I plugged it in. It won't boot. Wow, I don't know, man. What's going on with that? Can anything does your computer have the ability to boot off a USB stick, and is that enabled? I guess. All right, man. Yu-Gi-Oh Master, thanks for that. The Boss, greetings, and Noah. Hello, Noah. Alright, YouTube once again did not notify about the stream until I started. In YouTube's defense, I did actually only put the notification up on this at 5:30, so only about 30 minutes ago. So, but yeah, whatever. Present Arms, greetings. Cat's out of the bag and sleeping on the box. Yes, Cat has been favoring that box since it's there, except the box is almost empty. That's things I'm going through minimalism style. And as soon as that box is empty, Kitty's going to have to not sleep there again because the box is going back in the closet. Evening, Matthew. How are you? Missed last night, but home in time for the stream tonight. Very good. Awesome. Let's get Free Software Foundation Bible thumpy about per freedoms being violated. Per freedoms? Kitty freedoms? Or our freedoms being violated. Yeah, we need to get into some of that. I want to get into some more of that on the channel eventually here. KO2610, your number is called. How's it going? Apple making creepy tech. Who would have thought it? I know, I'm telling you. Dan Simmons, greetings. No Our Walk in Christ stream Thursday. No, there will not be an Our Walk in Christ stream on Thursday. I'm going to see if I can fit it in on Friday or Saturday, but none on Thursday. Enabled it, but I got kernel errors. Tried 3 distros, Nandergos, Manjaro, and Mint. Wow. I don't know. Maybe it's just something goofy with a computer. I don't know. That's weird. I'm thinking he's talking about enabling the ability to flash with USB. Oh, Red Hut. Make sure Secure Boot is disabled. If Secure Boot is not disabled, it will not boot a different operating system. So double check if Secure Boot is disabled. I'm going to go ahead and put my marker in the comments there. And let's dive on over and talk about this Apple's biometric chips. What's going on? Well, this was actually broke by MSNBC. I think today it was. And yep, just a couple hours ago, in fact. And then The Verge picked it up as well. So basically, I mean, nothing super surprising. It's just that Apple is, of course, Apple makes a lot of their own custom chips. You know, they have a custom chips for, like the A3, they have A11, the various custom chips. And of course, one of the first places we saw this is with the Touch ID. And the Touch ID actually utilizes some very specific chips in what they're doing. And basically it allows them to process the bioanalytical data with your fingerprint. They actually have some for your Face ID as well. And the biggest downside of this is these are very closed-sourced, very proprietary system. It's not like proprietary software running on a chip that anybody can order. It's a very specific software on a very specific chip. And in this case here, what they started to do, not with the Touch ID here, but with the Face ID, is they started putting in, you know, human learning, like artificial intelligence or AI learning, computer learning into the chips, so they could basically see how you grow over time. How do you look as you start to get a 5 o'clock shadow? What do you look when you start getting long hair? And so the thing could figure out if it really was you, and it would, in theory, get better and better at recognizing you as time goes by. And so that is some of the first things that happened. But then what occurred is that Apple started pushing out some job ads, job descriptions out there for some chips that would basically interact directly with sensors. So what's going on is you have like your smartphone or your fancy dancy Apple Watch or whatever else. You're all eyed out. And then what happens is you get your system here, and you end up having you know, your health apps, and then your watch specifically has sensors. The Apple Watch specifically has sensors that can currently measure your heart rate, and they're looking at being able to do things like measuring glucose and stuff like that. And then what happens is this data, instead of going into the central CPU of the device and being processed alongside everything else, these sensors and things are taken to a side separate processor specifically designed to analyze and process this data. Now, one of the challenges, as we looked at the smart clothing line in the last tinfoil hat time episode, is we looked at the fact that a lot of these suits, what they were doing is they were taking the data and then porting that immediately up to bioanalytic firms who would then beam back analysis data through their proprietary algorithms. And so the challenge that you start to get is health data from us is being pulled off of our device, sent outside to total different third-party people, and then rerouted back in order to give us the data and the information. So now at least 2 different companies have information. Now, what Apple, of course, is trying to do is having one centralized chip that's going to take all of these data sensors, process everything, and then pass the already processed data into the chip. So it can go into your apps, it can go into your device, it can go into their cloud, their medical stuff, because the reality is that Apple is trying to get into the medical industry. All right, so in this, they have an entire team dedicated specifically to the health sensors. They have Apple's health sensing hardware team. Says they're looking for sensor ASIC architects to help develop ASICs for new sensors and sensing systems for future Apple products. We have openings for analog as well as digital ASIC architects. So basically, they're just saying we have job openings for a lot of architects whose role is going to be to figure out how to develop a proprietary chip to interface with all of these sensors that's just collecting data by the fact it's sitting on the skin or whatever else. And then this device is communicating with your phone, which could send data anywhere it wanted to via cellular or wireless signals. And so really we're starting to see Apple getting in and doing a whole lot of interesting stuff here. So it's this is to me a big privacy concern, because if it's not in the main core of the system, how do we know these things aren't processing this data anyway? And is there a way to turn it off? Is there a way to access that chip from the main hardware? These are all questions that that we need to ask. Okay, so in the article, they say it's not clear what the sensors would measure, but it appears to be information from the body. The August 1st posting said simply the team wants to bring on an engineer who can help develop health, wellness, and fitness sensors. This is, again, for the Apple's health sensing hardware team. Currently, the Apple Watches have optical sensors that can measure heart rate. And, of course, all of these devices will all have these software tools. Where's the iPhone at? Now, I got my first Apple with iOS 5, iOS 6, which I thought was awesome. And then when iOS 7 came out, it was just like a unicorn pooed all over the place. And then it just kept getting even worse. It's like, okay, I can deal with it. But then they started integrating health apps that you can't uninstall. Just bloatware that we don't know what's doing. So even here on this iPhone, I have the health app. It's just trying to collect all of this health data. And I can't uninstall the thing. I can't really do anything with it. And Samsung phone has the same thing. They have a Samsung Health app that you cannot disable. You cannot uninstall it. So these phones and these devices are starting to have uninstallable, undisableable applications which can specifically gather our biometric data, and they're getting good enough that they can literally put a sensor in the thing that if you simply have in your pocket, it can be collecting health data about you, and probably is, whether you want it to collect it or not. And since they're proprietary closed source apps, we really don't know exactly what's going on. And this is going to be a big issue. In fact, either tomorrow or Thursday, I don't know which video I'm going to do and which day, I'm going to be doing kind of a little different, just more of a philosophical approach to the direction where Android and other phone devices and things are going. And then the other video I'm going to have planned out is going to be a more comprehensive Solus review. So this is the problem, is we're getting these devices that are starting to have more and more proprietary applications with proprietary hardware onto the devices that we cannot disable, we cannot turn off, and we are willingly paying thousands of dollars for these things to slip them into our pocket to measure everything about us. And this is getting freaky, because the reality is, I think that Apple is probably jumping into this, and this might be one of the first places where we see them teaming up with other analytics companies to analyze data, because this is a big area of business, and it's a direction they're trying to get into. All right, so several Apple products, including the iPhone, Apple Watch, include health monitoring features. The company's area of interest so far include exercise, cardiac health, and sleep quality, though its acquisition, through its acquisition of the health monitor Bedit. CNBC previously reported that it's also working on the so-called medical holy grail, continuous and non-invasive blood sugar monitoring. Health experts say it would be a huge breakthrough for millions of people with diabetes. Or we could just stop eating sugar, people. Okay, I could see one day in the future the optical sensing technology would be used to non-invasively measure glucose, and what a benefit in comparison to pin-sticking technologies that we have today that require physical amount of blood to be measured. Okay, and with that, I agree that technology is good as long as we can decouple it from a corporate server. Okay? We need to decouple this information from other companies' servers, other data out there. If I could go out and get a health tracker that doesn't send any data out, it just records the stuff, and then every couple days I got to plug it into the computer and do a data dump, I'm a customer. I'm a customer of that. But as long as your device is taking my health data and beaming it into your clouds and then back down to my device via the internet, I am not interested in what you're doing. And so these are things we got to keep in mind. Okay, it's also possible that Apple's chip hires are related to current biomedical sensors rather than future ones. Heart monitoring to detect the signs of disease, like arterial fibrillation, for instance, would be improved through more continuous monitoring. Apple in late November announced plans for a heart study to find whether the Apple Watch can accurately measure the heart's rhythm to pick up on potential abnormalities. Well, I hope that they have people's consent, unlike crap book. Apple is not alone in pursuing custom chips. Of course, Alphabet's Google has been pushed into Silicon Valley development in recent years, coming up with artificial intelligence chips for servers, most recently for smart internet-connected devices. Amazon and Facebook itself have shown interest in chip customization as well. All right, so that is kind of what they're reporting on. It's, you know, it's getting too much, because these applications are installed in a non-uninstallable format, And that's really the biggest deal. Of course, Verge picked up. They didn't add a lot to the article, pretty much just summarizing that one, but you might see some Verge information about that as well. So that's my final take home. We got to start being more careful with this technology. We buy into it. I was the minimalist, I think, today said, you know, these corporations are being, they're being so loose with our data and so disrespectful of our time and our data because we're disrespectful of it first. We're not taking solid approaches to sit back and go, okay, we're going to be intentional with our data. We're not just going to hand it all over. We're not going to do, and that's the thing we need to do, people. We need to start being more intentional with our data. That's what we need to do. So let me know in the comments down below. What do you think? Also, if you're just kind of watching this afterwards, don't forget you can help support the channel. Check out switchedtolinux.com/support. To learn about all the ways you can help support the channel. I do have some nice mouse pads, t-shirts, and for that nice summer heat, stainless steel water bottles at shop.switchedtolinux.com. And I am also on Patreon, patreon.com/TomM. All right, let's see. Okay, maybe the boot is wrong. If on EFI, try EFI BIOS Legacy. If EFI BIOS Legacy, try UEFI. Yep. I'll try changing the boot types. Yes, all those can do it. Make sure that all ways of booting a computer is on. Make sure secure boot is disabled. Made pinto beans and cornbread in a crock pot that isn't connected to the internet. Why is that crock pot not on the internet, Keegan? I wanted to hack it and see how much longer you have to cook. All right. Should be called Cat Switches to Linux. Nah, he's already switched to Linux. He's on Puppy. He plays Puppy Linux. Speaking of which, hey, look at that. There's a kitty. Kitty, you're on camera. All right, let's see. Yep, he's a sleepy kitty. Got the puppy over here resting, hanging out with Daddy. All right, Tom, did you get a new Nexus 5X? Yes, I did. Right here. So this one, unfortunately, I could not get the. I could not get old lineage. This is gonna be in my rant about where the direction of things is going, but. Lineage is supposedly an open source software system. Why can I not go on to Lineage and get version 14? I can't. You cannot. I can flash Nougat stock from Google on here. I can go back and what was the one before Nougat? I forget. Marshmallow. I can flash Marshmallow on here. I can flash Nougat. I can flash Oreo. I cannot put Lineage 14 on here, and that pisses me off. But anyway, so we're running Lineage based on Oreo now. I do not like it nearly as much. I don't like it. There's some things I don't like about it. But yes, I got a new one. They actually cost $100. That's how much they run. All right. Apple's overpriced trash anyway. Don't see why so many normies buy it other than Apple products being the status symbol. That's why they do. Whatever. Still decent to do some types of content creation on, but don't care about that. Don't care to spend $1,000 just to show others I spent $1,000 to just have a working phone. Yeah, unfortunately though, since they did that, they raised the bar. Now everyone's phone's going up to $1,000, which is a big old bummer itself. Right, Katie? Do you like $1,000 phones? He's like, I don't care. I like my $100 phones. And frankly, the Nexus is still a really good phone for $100. Just get Antergos logo, 4 dots going. Okay, let's see. But Apple, because they have money, or pretend they have it. Yeah. Funny thing is, literally everyone can afford an iPhone through financing available to, again, everyone. So why is it still a status symbol? Well, the thing is that most people can't afford it, but they buy it anyway. Another reason not to get an Apple product. Apple cares about people's health. So selfless and noble. That's right. Yes, they do. If you're service at Keegan for being here with us. All right. Might be a bad download. Well, if you... Yeah, okay. Okay. Forgot which comment theory I was answering to. Apple wants the money. And out there wishes a hacker would wipe out all Apple's data clean as a whistle. Apple isn't stupid. It's really hot market right now for the fitness arena. Now how they handle privacy and security. And the problem is that they don't have an option, though, for people that don't want it. Like, ooh, this is the big thing. We're going to include it. But why? Like, give me the ability to say, I don't want to include that stuff. Turn it off. No one cared about all this health nonsense, like how many steps you've taken and how many calories did you burn, until these smartwatches were pushed on consumers. Oh, hi, kitty. Oh, hi. How are you? How you doing, buddy? Oh, let me transition over here. Oh, wrong button. There we go. Hello, everyone. I woke up. Yeah, you woke up, buddy, huh? You always had a good nap? You like your box, don't you? Yes, you do. All right. There we are. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Sit here. Sit down here. Yeah, you can sit right here. That's fine. All right. Alrighty. Yeah, nobody cared until the smartwatches were pushed. Yep. Okay. Biometric. That's like you, Bikey. Like stuff I can't keep it all straight. I think that's more along the lines of user authentication things. Huawei does the same. Wow. It's more along the lines of user authentication. Yeah, I mean, very well could be. Well, okay, the Face ID sensor and the fingerprint sensor is definitely among the user identification. But what they're trying to get into now is things that are not specifically user identification, but are tied to a phone that the user is completely authenticated. And that's kind of where part of the problem comes into play. Root the phone, get rid of crapware. That's the thing is, I even had to disable 2 apps on this, and I couldn't even uninstall them. What? Lineage? 14? I can't, or 15? I can't uninstall some things? Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Fingerprint sensing and whatnot. I love my fingerprint sensor on the Motorola. Seamless when I use it for work. All right. Yeah, I don't use mine. Hello, Mr. GFY. Greetings. I don't use the Face ID or any of that. I feel like it's Fox security. Yep, I agree. Make a joke about data being collected in a guy's pocket, but I won't. Oh, yeah, I appreciate that. Appreciate that indeed. I think I know where you're going with that. Whew. I don't care how many steps I took or how many calories it thinks I burned. I can take care of myself. Plus, they are always inaccurate. Yep. Fingerprints are truly unique, and everyone has a different arrangement from birth. Different variations. Healthcare uses Windows 10, right? Yep. Got a Samsung J3 for free with my prepaid plan. It's a very cheap device, but has a removable battery, and I was able to disable and block everything from Google, including pay services. Yeah, I hated the J3. I had one for about 20 hours. I had it for that long because the store was closed. Amazing the detail God put into designing the human being if you're a Christian. Yep. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Okay, I hope I have really strong passwords. I use Bitwarden. There you go. A lot of businesses uses outdated versions of Windows. My business uses Windows XP on registers and Windows 7 on office computers. Old version of Windows Server. Well, if you thought that that was old, you know that Lowe's, up until I think 6 months ago, still ran DOS. I'm not sure what they're on now, but they were running DOS. Sugar is a drug more addictive than crack. Very true. Stasi, greetings. Humans are designed pretty badly. Use Apache server for handheld terminals. OS is Windows handheld. Let's see. So we're on XP, only the VM though. Just received the notification. Well, welcomes. Hey, there's pizza, pizza, pizza. Everyone say pizza, pizza. What ways? Yes, we all die, but we're supposed to. How are we designed badly? We are very intricate beings. I think how fingerprints work, our retinas, a lot of other things are fascinating. Yep. Okay. Yeah, sugar is in everything. That's why I make a lot of my own food, so I don't have to have sugar in everything. Hey, Political Monkey, I missed that super chat. Thank you. The IDC attitude. We need to convince normies. I don't care attitude. That is very, very, very true. And thank you for that, Political Monkey. Yeah, we need to convince normies. It's like, I had somebody leave a comment the other day. It's like, well, what do you have to hide? And I left a message and I said, you know what? You will know exactly what you have to hide on the day you lose your freedom. That's the day you're going to know. The day you lose your freedom is the very day you're going to realize what you have to lose. Do you want to wait that long? I don't think so. Working on Pizza OS, which is just my personal arch. Very good. Very cool. No doubt about it, this didn't exist out there, pure randomness, when there is so much order in the universe. Fourth Amendment has been destroyed by libtards. Yep. Shouldn't doc confidentiality is non-existent. Yep. If your doc uses Windows 10, there is no confidentiality. That is very true. And it is very scary. You know, doctors, if you don't keep the medical records, you'll get fined. And in some cases, they've been pulling people's licenses for no other crime than they don't want to use a computer to practice medicine. Literally, the way planets are aligned, how the universe maintains itself. Indeed, indeed. Crazy amount of money that people pay for these features. I'm not a Christian, but I entirely believe the Bible is 100% true. Very good. Numerous generations have passed, and yet the Bible remains the same message. Charna, love the minimalist, but their podcast has taken a weird turn as of late. Which direction do you think is the weird turner? I mean, I don't watch the podcast a lot or listen to it much. But I was curious, what's your thoughts? Why is it taking a weird turn as of late? I've seen a few more of the recent ones. I've not seen some of the older ones. So let me know what you think. That'd be an interesting discussion for our next 30 minutes. How's my week been? Insane. Not as insane as last week, but insane. Humans, but giraffes have laryngeal nerve, which is terrible design. But a sign of evolution. I disagree it's a sign of evolution. Find me the transition between a giraffe and what came before it, and we'll talk. Okay, yes, the scribes of the day took painstaking efforts to protect the integrity. Okay, Kyrie Holmes, greetings. Hate how normies say, who cares if multi-billion-dollar corporations have my entire life's data forever stored on their servers? That doesn't bug me any. That's right, man. But it's a cool feature. I like the convenience of it all. It's so easy to use. I'd rather it be harder to use. Should be a law which forces companies to get our consent. Yep, I agree. I agree. Tried researching where the fingerprint data is stored, whether Google or Apple or in the device itself, but can't find a good answer. Well, according to Apple, all that stuff is stored only on the phone. But I thought a hash of at least a fingerprint is stored there. The Face ID is allegedly all stored on the phone, according to the official statements from Apple. Do you see that we've learned new skills and become more adaptive at completing tasks? XDA forums, XDA developers, and see if there are any more ROMs for that phone. Yeah, the only ones you could get, I guess there's other ones I could, but frankly, I thought Lineage 14 was absolutely perfect. 15, it's doable. I don't like it as much, but it's doable. But yeah. Having fun with Linux Mint, very good. Love Mint 2, same with Ubuntu, they're both great. $1,000 phone, I'm good. Yep. 100, man, 100. Should listen to 9 Inch Nails Add Violence. It's about the direction of modern society. Nine Inch Nails Add Violence. I will look that up today, Pizza. I am curious to see modern culture references to things. Thank you. Okay, you can get a $250 phone, literally 1/4 the price. It does 4 times what an iPhone can do. It's hilarious. Yep. Most recent and fairly cheap Lineage OS compatible phone. Oh man, I don't know, because there's just so many of them. You need to check out the main Lineage website and find that. I mean, if you want something that's good, the Pixel line is good phones, as long as you're still getting the ones with the headphone jacks and things. But here's at their website. Literally, they have so many devices. So you just got to hunt. So really what I like to do is say, okay, I want to run Lineage. What's my budget? And then I might look around Craigslist, look on Amazon, whatever else. OnePlus are supposed to be really good phones. I'm not sure which is the latest one. Apparently, I mean, the OnePlus One has got to be the best because that's bacon. I mean, absolutely. There's the 5 cheeseburger dumplings. And what's up with these other lame ones? I don't know. Said I use the 5X is very good. The pixels aren't bad as long as you like that stuff. What I like about the pixels, despite they're the Google line, well, Google makes them the easiest to unlock, to refix, to reboot up. Apparently, some people have reported, I don't know how valid it is, but Samsung you could run it on, but it apparently triggers something in the phone that you can't factory reset it. Versus Google and OnePlus phones, you certainly can. Motorola, if you want to do a Motorola, which are probably some of the best phones out there, but you have to make sure you buy it from Motorola. If you get it from AT&T, they lock it. You cannot unlock it. I don't know, maybe something from Huawei you can get. Just have to look around over here and see. I thought Fairphones were pretty cheap, but I don't know. That is that. Super chat from Political Monkey. Listen to Sherrick talking. Hooray, while you're at it. I will write that down. Thank you for that. Serge Tankian Curie. All right, thank you. Thank you for the super chat. All right, let me go back up here. Where was I at? All right. Okay. Just don't believe 2 concepts were ever meant to be at war with one another. Apple's insanity affects some Android devices as well. Look at the Android devices being made with the infamous screen notch. Most people hate it. Yeah, it's like... It's like, I have a hard time finding anybody that thinks the notch is good. Kitty, is the notch good? No? Thank you, Kitty. You're telling the truth. See, the kitty says the notch is not good. So we need to accept the fact that the notch is not good. But now, yeah, everyone's going with notch. I'll be going back to flip phones if the notch becomes a universal thing. I will not have a phone with a notch. I will not have a phone without a headphone jack. Period. Period. Frankly, it was a nice weekend that I only had a flip phone on my account. It was a very nice weekend. Bling, bling, boom, bing, bonk, I mean, it was nice. Version of Android does Nexus 5X run. It is compatible with Marshmallow, Nougat, and Oreo. Okay, why do they have to copy Apple? Literally, nobody asked for these stupid notches. Oh yeah, that's right, because dumb normies will buy the iPhones anyway. Yep. How you heard of Librem 5? Would you consider goodbye? I will address the Librem 5 in my video that I'm going to do sometime this week about Android. I'm not going to say too much about it right now. Here, looking forward to open source phone in the future. I will never see Android Pie. Android 8.1 is in the budget phone arena now. Tinfoil hat time. ICANN is censoring the internet. I'll need to look that one up in more detail. I know ICANN has some serious issues with it, but I'd like to, if you have an article or something, send it to me. I'm deeply frustrated with some of ICANN's policies that make it worse for scammers. This is actually my professional area, so it's kind of drives me crazy. Okay, I remember you saying you run Nexus 5X with Lineage. Have you tried Ubuntu Touch? No, Ubuntu Touch it's an experimental thing. It's not production. It was a bunch of guys tinkering around. It's not actually usable. Flagship LG G6 is still on Android 7. 8 has been available for at least a month now, but people were complaining less battery life. Yeah, that's one of the big reasons I wanted to go back to Lineage 14. So my battery life right now, mind you, it's not quite as consistent because I've been on it a lot the last couple days, making sure that everything's set up. I still have to set up a few more emails on it. So it's telling me I have 39% battery left and I have 7 hours and 47 minutes left. The last full charge was 20 hours ago. However, I did throw it on a charger a little bit this afternoon. So I need to charge it up overnight again and then see how long it is. If you turn, I found that you can get the battery life back down about where it is, but you really have to go in and turn off a lot of things that are turned on Oreo that were not there in Nougat. And so there's a lot of those little things to do. But yeah, I did notice initially the battery was not quite as good. Time to get Gen 2 Linux and Librem 5 phones. There you go. Samsung J3 is really popular at my school. Most kids have one. That's because it's the cheapest. It's the cheapest mainstream phone available in a Verizon store right now. That's why it's cheap. Cell phones are the best spy tool in retrospect. Yep. DOS. Yep. Oh wow, we're about 15 minutes behind on the comments. It sounds like. Actually, yeah, DOS is very secure because nobody knows what to do with it. As humans are poorly designed, look at how fat we get. At some point, we should stop getting fatter. No, the reason we keep getting fatter is because if we didn't get fatter, we would simply die. It's a perfect design. The reality is that the food companies have engineered our food in such a way that we can't stop eating food that literally kills us. That's the problem. And it's known. I mean, it's literally tinfoil hat material, only there's fact behind it. It's insane. Yes, Lowe's was on DOS until about 6 months ago. A friend of mine's a cashier at Lowe's. People that say they're craving certain food are usually craving fat, salt, and sugar. Don't need this. We don't know how this collection of data will be used against us in the future. Yeah, we do. The insurance companies are going to buy it and charge us an arm and a leg for the insurance that we're mandated by law to have. That's how it's going to be used against us. See, all of these increased mandated things that the government says we have to have starts turning me and going, well, maybe we should have a universal basic income to pay for all the mandatory things, but maybe we shouldn't have either government, either. Don't mandate I get anything. Yeah, and that means an internet connection, you know. Here in the great old state of Pennsylvania, we can only get our car registrations on the internet. And their system doesn't work. I'm still using an address from, I don't know, 3 or 4 addresses ago because their system will not allow me to change it to my current address. Oh well. I think one world government will be highly communist. Only makes sense. Absolutely. Yes, it's in fact that's their entire thing. I watched a couple videos from a flat Earth ex-vegan woman recently that was very interesting. You know, her view of where society's going as part of Agenda 21 is everybody kind of has their own little compact little flat that doesn't even have garbage cans or kitchen sinks or even stoves or anything. We just kind of, you know, get prepackaged Zap food sent to us, and that's about it. And it's all part of this. Basically, we're given all this information anyway, and so it's kind of interesting in that respect. So yeah, I mean, I'll have to look into that a little bit more, but it sounds very in line with the smart cities too. Saying you have nothing to fear because you have nothing to hide is like saying you don't care about free speech because you have nothing to say. Yep, very true. Freedom is lost at birth in this country. Yep. Cringe when people say I have nothing to hide. Good. Would you take off all your clothes right now? Why not? I mean, come on. Let's get serious. Right direction, becoming minimalist. There you go. Okay, we cannot use the word libtard. Can we not use the word libtard? It's also to blame liberals for the Fourth Amendment being violated. Tell me what admin passed the Patriot Act. Ugh. You have the right to remain silent. Yeah. No, you don't. You have the right to remain silent. In fact, we don't care if you're silent anymore because we've hacked your phone 3 weeks ago. It's like, I don't care about my data. I'm not doing anything wrong. Sad. Honestly, we should just not have smartphones. Yes, they're handy, but is it worth too much control over our lives? I think a smartphone is fine if you know how to use it right. I don't pick up my phone and check notifications every 15 minutes. You know, that's the thing, though, is you got to discipline yourself to that. Super late now. Didn't realize I was paused. Oh, well. Late but made it. Well, greetings. Kitty is so cute. Yes. You're cute, Kitty. You're cute. You know that? People like you. Yeah, they like you more than me. Okay, I'm that guy in Discord with bad English. All right. Just about every phone is compatible with Lineage. Yeah, there's a lot of them, that's for sure. You got a chance to check out Orcsy or Orcsify yet? No, I did an internet search to look them up. Like, oh, it's like a Tor proxy for an Android and iPhone. Didn't look into it, though. People don't understand the concept of privacy. Yep. Parent does not sign their child up for Social Security at birth. They are denied a birth certificate for their child. I think it was the Bush administration that just enacted that law. Oh, boy. That's exciting. Minimalist Podcast is always focused purely on applying minimalism to different areas of your life, i.e. your friends, your hobbies. Recently, it's been focusing on very personal stuff. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah. So, the older way is, how do you minimize your life? How do I look at that big bookcase behind me and figure out what can be removed? How do I decide what is important to keep and what is not important to keep in life? But yeah, lately they have been doing a lot more like personal growth, not nearly as much of being a minimalist as much as personal growth. I see what you're saying. Yep. Heard about Black Phone. Is it a gimmick? I don't think it's a gimmick. Yeah, Black Phone is supposed to be a very like a very secure phone that pretty much makes it almost impossible to track data and what you're doing on it. I've heard of it. I don't think it's a gimmick, but I don't know. Okay, thank you again for that super chat, Political Monkey. I'm passing that over. Hope like industrial music. All right. 9 Inch Nails. Hope you like. And yeah, I mean, I've heard a few of their stuff before. In factory reset Samsung. When you reset Knox, but Knox will still be tripped, and they will know you rooted /fast firmware. Yeah, that's what I was talking about, which is inappropriate. It's I bought my device, and that's it. You know. And that's why I don't buy Samsung. I mean, I looked at the J3 and said, all right, I'll do that because pinch me over and maybe it'll be a decent phone. Less than 20 hours. I'm like, I'm not dealing with Samsung. Screw them. I'm not a Samsung customer these days, not at all. Some suggest they put the notch in so they could sort of cheat on the screen size spec. Yeah. Serge is religious, and even though I'm not, the message of his music is beautiful. Can bring tears and lift the hairs on your neck. All right, very cool. I will have a listen. Screen size is diagonal, so the notch they can squeeze an extra ½ inch or whatever. Like iPhones, but the screen notch is dumb as a bag of hair. Yep. Okay. Yep, I got the email, Political Monkey. Looks like it just beeped at me. Have to have an iPhone, but what is Librem 5? Librem 5 is the Linux-only based phone by Purism. 3 different desktop environments running on a pure Linux core. Why do you have to have an iPhone? That's like a curse. I'd rather have a flip phone, man. Alex Jones' website was down earlier. They don't really like him. Wow. You listen to the album, try to avoid his other albums. Christians don't like Nine Inch Nails. He's made... Oh, I know. I'm very well aware of Nine Inch Nails. ICANN is the international group which manages domain names. It's the I forget the name of it. Which, by the way, is a private company. It is a private company. Wouldn't go so as far as say that. No, I would. I would. That's very true. Actually, that's very true. Nine Inch Nails is certainly not a faith-filled band. They specifically have done a lot of things against them. Lisa Haven put up a video about it. All right, I don't have too many videos to watch. All right, I will look that up. You a happy cat? You a happy cat? Are ya? All right. All right. I'm gonna go industrial goth. Listen now. I'm not really into the type of music, but I'm into the message, so I want to listen to that one there. Okay. We was gonna ask how old you were in the mid '90s, but yeah. That's the best part. Music video. All right, I'll check it out. Doesn't government literally mean mind plus control in Latin or something? Probably. I don't think so. Greetings, Matthew Keller. How are you? Only reason any smart person still sticks to Apple is because they use it to find purpose. Communism will rise again someday. Yep. Same as fascism. Yep. Same with all of the failed isms. Yep. Still sound like a youngster, IRL. As I showed up for one of YouTube things, felt like an old man, and decided to leave Pizza Loving Nerd 30 and 93 for me. So young, it's illegal for me to be on YouTube. Seen you were live on stream. Yep. There are good things about the blue phones. Off topic. I found the admin password to my ISP's router under it. Oh boy. Hello, Anna Rita. How are you? Hi, Anna Rita. How are you doing? Where's my digital girl? Okay, off topic. I found the... okay, let's see. Blast this wonky chat. Still not seeing all the comments. Yeah, I'm probably not either. As the stream owner, I should certainly see every comment, but I don't think I do. USB 2 taken care of, but now I don't have USB 3. What? Wow. SilentCircle.com, you can check out the black phone. Only 2 options I know of for Tor VPN on Android. Orbox and Orpsy. Yep. Later, Noah. Don't like Samsung because of the bloat. That's right. Really like the new UI Samsung has. I really don't. Oh well. In fact, I found it confusing and backwards. Jones's nuts are becoming nuts, but the government is just promoting their own agenda, which is not fair, and we should have both sides presented. Yep. Friend, you have a friend who's a witch that has an iPhone 7? I didn't know witches have iPhone 7. iPhone 7, and he brags about how good his iPhone is. Yeah. I am well. Our Federal Reserve is a private company. Yes. This Christian rap, 15% of the time. There you go. My family use iPhones, other women. All right, Apple can go in the flames for all I care. It will not affect me. Whatever. Plus, Apple should get the boot at least once so they know how the companies they boot feel like. There you go. Yeah. Problem with humanity is that we are mostly stupid. Concur. It's BC Gen 1 on the laptop as well as USB 3 and 2. Wow, that's weird. It was a bit young for some of what was said in places he shows up. Yeah, probably. Think about the internet, though. In fact, that's one of the things that was addressed by in the Neil Postman book. In the Neil Postman book on building bridge to the 18th century, the chapter, I think it was the chapter on, it was either on children or on information, I don't remember. Applicable either way. He was again talking about, you know, what used to separate children from adults is the degree and the level of information they would generally have access to. But now kids have access to the same information, which is interesting. You should stream 30 minutes later. I have school. I move things around so that different people from different time zones can catch it. Sorry, man. Yeah, but this will be the next live stream will be Friday. I will have some pre-recorded videos, but the next live stream will be Friday. Looks like I've actually run pretty low in the comments, so we'll do a final call for comments. We'll end this up in 5 minutes unless some major breakthrough cool story shows up. But in the meantime, you know what we're going to do, Katie? You know what we're going to do, Katie? We're going to feed the kitty. Yes, we are. We're going to feed the kitty. Whoa. All right, come on. Come on up. We need to get the paw going. Get the paw action going. Oh, yeah. Get it. Get it. There. Oh, you got 2 of them. Here, I got you that one. There you go. And you get 1 more, little buddy. Yeah. Is that good? You like that, huh? Are they finger licking good? Yeah, they finger licking good? Yeah, they are, huh? They're finger licking good. Yes. Finger licking good, aren't they? Yes, they are. Alrighty. XDA Developers has a good secondhand cell phone marketplace. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Alright, let's say a word about witches I cannot say in the chat room. Apple is water sensitive. That info is good. Look at pizza. Pretty smart kid, yeah. Oh, CJ, your girl, come out of the bed, and I picked her up, and now she's watching you. Oh. Digital girl. Where are you, digital girl? Oh, boy. All right. Did I have a top 5 this Monday? No, I did not have a top 5 on Monday. I did a live stream on Monday. I will not do a top 5 this week. I have 2 other topical videos picked out already, and I'll be back with news on Friday. Remind me a little bit of Alex Jones when you crank up the flames. Fire! I think he's learning to use the paw more. Yep, well, I'm training him to use the paw more. Because it's so cute. Right, kitty? You're a trainable kitty? Yes, you are. Nom, 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 nom. That's right. All right, I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap this guy up. Drive this train home. We will catch you guys later. Once again, a lot of busy projects later on this week, so I won't be around quite as much. I should be back to live streaming on Friday. I'll do a Christian one. I don't know. Maybe I'll do the Christian one either Friday or Saturday. Not sure yet. But anyway, that's the show for today. Don't forget to check out the links in the description down below. We will catch you guys later, and thanks for hanging out.